Hi everybody, good day to you and welcome back. Glad you're here. I know I'm glad to be here. This is a Chevrolet Suburban. I believe it's a 2004 model, 5.3 liter V8. We've seen this bird before. It is here today because when the engine is started, it has way too much oil pressure. Check that out. 80 pounds oil pressure. Now the car just drove in, the oil's warm, everything's up to operating temperature. But you can see our gauge is pegged through the roof. Let's shut her down and let's just see what that gauge says. Key on. Look at that. We're still 80 pounds. We're pegged. Let's head into the shop, bust out the scan tool. Let's see if we can't actuate that gauge right there and manually operate it. I want to determine if it's the gauge cluster that is faulty or if there's an issue with the circuit or the actual pressure sensing and sending unit. Oh, and by the way, 112,166 miles on the clock. Okay, scan tool powering on. Beep. So what I'm gonna do is attempt to take control of this gauge system with the scanner. I would like to see if I can actuate the gauge manually just to verify that it is capable of functioning. And then we can take a look at the sending unit side of the gauge and the circuitry and see if that is our problem or not. Scanning, we don't want engine right now, we want digital instrument cluster or instrument panel cluster. I'll take that. Same thing. I was gonna say same difference, but I dislike when people say same difference. All right, no codes in the cluster. This is good. Let's back out of here. We'll go check functional tests. That's where we want to go next. All gauges. Powering down. Let's key on. Let's just sweep all the gauges and see. Yeah, see how we pegged instantly before it even actuated. So all gauges off. They all go back to 0. All gauges on. See how when I gave it the command to off, it fell to 0. Now watch, key off, key on. When it's left to its own devices. Hang on. Let's make, there we go. I backed out of the scanner. When left to its own devices and goes back to normal, our gauge will peg. So I don't believe we have an actual instrument cluster issue. There's something else going on somewhere else. So let us pop it in the hood and make a determination. Chevrolet. Okay, so here's the deal. The sending unit is located way back there behind that wiring harness, behind this intake manifold. Now, it can be reached without pulling the intake. You can get your hands back there. It is possible. However, this engine is warm. It is hot. And I don't want to burn myself, and I don't want to kind of cut myself. I've already got some battle scars from earlier this week. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the extra 15 minutes and just pull this intake back out. It's been out of here before because we put NOx sensors in this truck several months ago. That being said, I know it's got nice brand new high-end Felpro gaskets, so that will be reusable, thus keeping our costs down ever so slightly. And if it turns out that it's not the sending unit back there, then I don't have to buy all these extra parts just to go in there and do some testing. Let us make haste. Oh, how'd that happen? Wrong way. Oh, hit you guys with my tube. Let's just get everything disconnected here. Oh, come on, don't do this. I just had you apart like a few months ago. No fighting with me. There. Wire and harness, that's already pre-disconnected. Good. 10 mil. All right. Part spin. I'm gonna switch back and forth between talking to myself and talking to you, so hope y'all can decipher the difference. I said y'all. Come on. Don't have all day. I mean, I do have all day, but I have other things to do with the rest of my all day. There's supposed to be a hurricane coming this way. Okay. That's the hold down for the harness. The knock sensor connector. There's a map sensor connector. There we go. A hot alternator connector. And I've got to pull these fuel injector connectors. These are fun because it's hot. I can't see them. I'm not even using my eyeballs right now. We're just feeling them. Which is working out. Kinda. It's 3. That's 4. Oh, good. All right, 4 more on the other side. Let's just move on over here. That stays out of the way. Hot. Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll wake you up in the morning. Scalding fingers has nothing on Folgers coffee. Not that I drink Folgers, but you know what they say, the best part of waking up, Folgers. That's a lie. That won't wake you up. Burning your hands off will. You know, I'm ahead of myself a little bit. I forgot I do need to pull this throttle body off. It can be done without. But it's easier. Next. Hot gravity. Hang on. I'm losing it. I almost lost the nut. There, come out, please. There we go. Just kind of stays right there. Okay, time for some 8mm extendo wobblies. That's not how I wanted that to work out. Consequences of showing off. Oopsie. Unclicks. Far away unclicks. That's the rear one. Ah, hot. Alright, that's half. Let's do the other side. Swing it on over. see what we get here. There's one. Number 2, I see you. Two more to go. All right, last one coming in. I'm looking down like through here so I can see them. I'm not looking at it from you guys' point of view. There. Loose. Get this harness moved over. Oh, I gotta pull the fuel lines off. And move the harness over. 2 tasks. All right, fuel lines. Let's do this. Nope. Come on. There we go. Oh. Gotta push this tool in to spread the fingers on the clip and then remove. It's kind of a bear. Come on. Come on, please. I don't want to fight all day. That tool's not cutting it. All right, round 6, another tool. It's the reason to have multiples. Some do the job better than others, even though it's the same thing. Brilliant. Next. Come on, remove. There we go. Now we're in business. Come on out. Begin removing yourself now. Yeah, we're good here. Beautiful. That's what I want. Floss off our intake runners. We don't want dirt going in, or leaves, or sockets, etc., etc. All right. Now we can get down to business. Here's our circuitry. There's our oil sending unit. This is the affected circuit. Let's unplug it. Oh, come on. Almost. Oh, got it. All right, now what we're gonna do is key it on, and we're gonna go see if that gauge pegs to 80 PSI again. If it does not, then we know it is not the circuit. For example, there's not a short or a short to ground, short to power. So if it does not peg to 80 key on, then we know it is in fact the sending unit, and that would have to be replaced. And in order to prevent the fuel pump from pumping a bunch of fuel out, we're gonna go ahead and pull the fuel pump relay, which is this one. That's our fuel pump relay. Okay, key on. Let's see what our gauge does. Nothing. Nada. Okay. Let me go order a sending unit. This confirms it. Our sending unit is faulty. Needs oil pressure sending unit. That's our failure. Now, I would consider this something of an invasive diagnostic. Usually I don't take away all the parts to get to a part that's suspect. I like to find a different way to test it, but this was pretty easy. You guys saw it pretty much live on film. It took 20 minutes to get that intake off, so it's kind of easier sometimes to just go straight for the suspected failed component rather than pinpoint testing and spending all this time trying to diagnose it. Sometimes if you know, you know. In this particular case, I kind of knew, so that's what I went for first. Turns out the gamble was right. If it was wrong, I lost a half an hour and I got to start over. Alrighty, an undisclosed amount of time has passed and I have received a part order. It's genuine AC Delco GM parts. That's our sending unit right there. Part number 126778636. Over. Now, here's the catch for all the naysayers that say you can reach back there and get this guy out of there. If you don't have the special socket to remove it, you can't get it out. See the rounded edges right there? That requires a special socket with flats on it to mate with the sending unit. All right, let's get this other one extracted and removed now that we've gone through. By the way, if anyone's wondering, this is a snap-on socket. It's an oldie but a goodie. It looks like part number A120. It's a 1 1/16 inch socket, and that is the one that is for this exact specific application. Let's get this thing out of here. Come on, what are we doing? I don't know, it's my first day. Reverse clickages. Yeah. Ding, there, I'll just put this socket in high-speed mode. There we go. Come on out of there. All right, real quick, I want to check this and see if this one has the screen down in there. And I do, oh, bright lights. I do not see the screen down in that hole, okay. Okay, let's put this guy in, that's our new one. High-speed socket mode. Click. Oh, we should have plugged this in and checked it inside before I installed it. No matter, we can do that right now. Connector click. Almost. There. Okay, let's head inside. Let's key this thing on and watch our gauge not go to the moon. Hopefully. Here we go. Key on. That's what we're looking for. The gauge is reading accurately. You know, I probably could have busted out the multimeter and checked resistance on that circuit, but I think that this analog method should be sufficient. I mean, it won't be sufficient for the naysayers, but nothing works on them. What are you gonna do? Okay, well, now that we have successfully diagnosed and repaired this issue, let's go ahead and toss this intake back on. There we go. Let's get rid of our plugs. Let's hide our connectors so I don't pinch them under the intake. Everybody's looking good here. That's all good. Okay, intake time. Coming in. We've got to route this evap line under the fuel rail. No big deal, as long as you don't forget. Whoa, ratchet gravity. There we go. Beautimus. I like. Let's get all this stuff kind of in position here, and we'll start to connect all of our connectors again. Starting with the fuel lines, perhaps. So far, so good. Yeah, fuel lines, why not? It's where we left off. It's where we can start. Fuel line clicks. There we go, that one. One on top. All right. All right, this guy, that's our knock sensor connector. I want to run that back where it goes first. That's like the farthest away connector. Put that back. That connects to the harness and then slips into a bracket right there. Oh, flashlight. My head did that. Let's see, alternator wire, that goes there. Let's get, what do I want to do? I don't know. Well, I guess we can run the bolts in and then I'll connect all the electrical connectors. Okay, reversing removal procedure. I'm gonna get all these little bolts started. What are you doing, flashlight? Maybe it's telling me the battery's getting low. That might be it. Anyway, I'm gonna start all these and then I'll go back and torque them. Get in there. I can't see. Almost. Got it. Okay, other side. Let's get these ones started next. Oh, flashlight's falling everywhere. And turning off. One more, come on. Okay, that one didn't thread. What are we doing? We'll wiggle it some. Yeah, it threaded that time, didn't it? Haha. All right, let's torque these a little bit. We'll go left and right, back and forth. That way one side doesn't get torqued down and the other side is left loose. Clicks. Over here on this side, another click. There's that flashlight again. Clicks. Ah, socket. I need to get some of those locking extensions. The ones that do not let go of the sockets. Got them in 3/8, but they're starting to wear out. And they're Mac, so I don't have a Mac dealer. So getting them warranted might be a little hard. And I know I can probably send them to Mac. But then I wouldn't have an extension in the meantime. Do-do-do. I don't know. Another. Fix. Oh, get one out back. Like that one there. Let's see, this one. And I think there's one more way back there I didn't get yet. Yep. Let me get you. Yeah, that's the one that didn't thread at first. Because it wasn't aligned. Yeah? Okay? Oh. You wasn't even talking to me. I know what's going on. Every time that flashlight flickers, that means somebody else clicked the subscribe button. So if you would like the flashlight to continue to flicker, reach on down and click that subscribe button. There we go. There we go. Someone did it. Now we're flickering. I have way too much fun playing with myself. That didn't come out right. I have way too much fun playing with you guys. No, that's not gonna work either. It's even worse. I like my job. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. I like my job. I have a good time. We have a good time here. Click. Okay, throttle body. You're going home next. Get in there. That hose goes there. Hose click. Remember our stud. I took it out. It's easier to maneuver this throttle body with that thing removed. Now, since I did have this thing keyed on with some critical components disconnected, I'm gonna have a pile of, oh, another subscribe button. I'm gonna have a pile of trouble codes stored, because it's gonna give us open circuit codes for all the injectors. It's gonna give us DTCs for the throttle body, probably the map sensor. It might even give us one for this evap purge solenoid. Oh, one more connector. And the safety clip came off of that one. It's not really a safety clip, maybe a retainer clip. Either way, the clip came off. You know what I meant. All right, other side. Okay, what do we got here? These are injector connectors. That's not. There's one. Oh, another subscriber. Welcome. What am I doing? I've lost the connector here. Hang on. I've got 3 injectors left and 2 connectors. One of them is hiding, or I can't count. Yeah, look, no. 3 connectors, 3 injectors. I'm silly. It's early. The coffee hasn't fully activated me yet. That's what it is. An active technician. Actually, I found that water is fantastic for retaining energy. I mean, coffee works, but it's like nitrous. You know, it's not going to work like long term. Yeah, water's best, and then coffee. Yeah. Oh, let's see. I forgot some nuts. Got 3 nuts to get here. Hang on. Let's get my ratchet out of that hole. Oh, another subscriber. This is the best game ever. Love this game. Now the real question is how did I integrate my flashlight into YouTube? That's the real question here. That's some treachery. Like ultimate tomfoolery. Okay, we need a nut for this bracket. That just hangs on to our harness here, which I should connect. Harness click. That's good. Good. Map sensor good. Everybody's good. That's what I like. Now you gotta have this thing, because if you don't put this little plastic guy back in, then your decorative engine cover has nothing to clamp onto. It's important. Yeah, manual mode is faster. Dick. All right. Cool. No more fasteners left. We have an intake tube. Next. Up backwards. Not good. Here we go. No. Nice. See, this is how mornings should begin. Nice and easy. This is a non-stress day. I like non-stress. Actually, I'm gonna put that statement on hold because there's supposed to be some hurricanes coming, or they're forming out in the Gulf of Mexico. And being in Florida, I happen to be surrounded by the Gulf of Mexico and or the Atlantic Ocean. So there's water everywhere, and within that water there's hurricanes that tend to show up. And the trouble is every time a hurricane shows up that makes landfall in the state of Florida, historically it goes to the eastern part of the county that I live in. So I can bet that every hurricane that Florida sees is going to drive through my house, because my house is located geographically in that particular county. So we get hurricane news, I get a little bit nervous. So we'll see how this works out. I'm not overly concerned though. I made my house out of bricks, and then I put metal inside of those bricks and then filled that full of concrete, and then bolted the metal roof on, so I should be fairly hurricane resistant. But I'll feel bad if my chickens blow away. Just keying it on a couple times to prime the fuel pump, or fuel rail rather. Pump's primed, but the rail drained. And it should be good. Starting the engine. Oil pressure. We have the appropriate oil pressure. Very good. All right, let's hop in to our scanner again and see what kind of codes we got. Chevrolet. Scrolling. I was already in there. What am I doing? I don't need to do this again. Let's just go back to previous vehicles. There we go. See, that's using your noggin, Ray. Continuing. No instrument cluster. We want engine codes. We're gonna have like 30 of them. Watch this. All powertrain. Oh yeah, map, baro, throttle position, twice, generator field, throttle, generator, terminal circuit again, and throttle position sensor again. Okay, yep. It didn't give us injector circuits. I'm surprised. Let's oh, no, I don't want that. Wrong menu, exit. My flanges are faster than my cranium this morning. Or maybe my cranium is faster than my flanges, and it can't keep up. They can't keep up. Pronouns. Okay, anyway, code's cleared, check engine lights off, shutter down, restarter, and verify no service engine warning indicators indicated. All right, let's throw our cover back on. This thing's good to go. Repair success. Okay, we're not spraying fuel out anywhere, not misfiring, everybody's tight, connected, double checked again, we're looking good. Let's get this cover back on. Hear you, Nader. Clicks. Flashlights powering down. Right. Safety hood prop. I've learned to just go ahead and install this on every car, whether it's got functioning hood props or not, because I've been hitting the head with too many hoods, and I just don't want to do that anymore. Side note complete. All right, guys, this thing is a success. I'm calling it good. That being said, I'm going to go ahead and close out this particular video right now. As always, I'd like to thank you for watching this video. I certainly hope you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, please feel free to let me know about that by tapping that like button down below. Check the links down in this video's description, and I will take you back in time to previous repairs done on this exact truck. And there's actually a lot of them. I've done a full front end rebuild on this and diagnosed a very difficult to track down knock sensor issue. That was a very good one. I'll put that one at the top of the list. Anyway, I better end my moment of shameless self-promotion before I talk for another 20 minutes. So again, and as always, thank you for watching. And most importantly, before I go, I'd like to remind each and every one of you to not forget to have yourselves a great day. See you guys later. Ending of Suburban